everyone, me again. I've got another Primark haul for you today. You guys seem to really like the format last time I did a Primark haul, where I showed you all the products that I'd picked up, but I also showed you a few things that maybe I tried on in the changing rooms and didn't like, or things that I saw on the shop floor and thought were nice but just weren't suitable for me. So we are doing that format again today, and I've been getting a few things recently. So there's some homeware in this haul, there's clothes, and there's some beauty products, and of course there's all the stuff that I didn't pick up. So go and get a cup of tea because this is going to be a long one, and make sure you subscribe if you want to see more from me as well. So I'm going to start out with an easy one, and that is the shirt I'm wearing right now. I really love shirts with this kind of plaid check pattern, and they had a lot of these in Primark in various colours and kind of patterns. The one I'm wearing now is grey. This is a size 18 and cost £10. It's a little bit long, so this one goes actually just below my hips. I think this would look really nice with a pair of skinny jeans, but because it is quite long, I could undo the buttons at the end of the shirt and tie it up as well. So yeah, there are a few ways that I could wear this, and obviously it's in grey as well, which is a really versatile colour. Grey is one of those colours, it's a bit like black, it kind of goes with everything. I also got this one as well. So this is just a slightly different pattern. The checks on it are a bit smaller and it's obviously a bit darker. I think the material is quite similar to the shirt that I'm actually wearing, but it is a little bit shorter, which I quite like. This is a size 18 as well, and this cost £7. I feel like there's just something very autumnal about this pattern, and it's going to go really nicely with like my red scarf and my black midi skirt as well. I can definitely picture a few different outfits with this shirt. As I said, they do have some other colours in Primark as well, so if you don't like the colours I've picked out, there will probably be something else that you like the look of in store. The next thing I picked up is also a very autumnal colour. It's this cardigan in a really beautiful burgundy shade. I've bought cardigans like this from Primark before. You might remember in previous haul videos, I think I did last year, I've actually got this cardigan in black and in grey as well. This one is actually in a size 14 to 16, but these are quite oversized. I feel like this is going to be really nice underneath my beige trench coat over autumn and winter, just to have a little pop of colour coming out of my outfit. But yeah, I really like this. Like I said, I've got a few cardigans in different colours already, so I already know that they're really good quality, and this burgundy one is probably my favourite one so far. I also wanted to grab a new pair of pyjamas, and I was really surprised at how cheap this set was. So this was only £6 for the t-shirt and the trousers. As you can see, the t-shirt is a grey colour, and then the trousers are blue with this kind of seashell pattern on the back with a bit of silver glitter in there. This is a size 14 to 16. The pyjamas are usually a bit oversized, so again, I can get away with getting a 14 to 16. My usual rule in Primark is to get a 16, but if it's got buttons on it, get a size 18. Usually that tends to work out okay, just for reference. I'm going to move on to like workwear and sort of officey things now, and I've got to be honest, a lot of the workwear in store just did not impress me. I could do a whole what I didn't buy video just about the workwear in Primark, trust me. They did have a really nice burgundy dress that I liked the look of, but unfortunately they didn't have my size. I also tried on some of the really basic tailored trousers that they have in Primark as well, just plain black ones. I bought a pair of these a few years ago and I really loved them. I wore them quite a lot, but since I've put on a bit of weight over the last couple of years, I find that they're just not that flattering anymore. I did try them on, but I didn't get any footage of what they looked like in the changing rooms because honestly, it was a really depressing sight and I don't want that on the internet. So yeah, I didn't go for those in the end, obviously, but I did find some nice workwear trousers that I'll show you right now. So I feel like these fit me a lot better than the £5 workwear trousers. I don't know if you're going to really be able to see them from this angle. They just look like a black square. They've still got that sort of tailored style, but there's this expandable bit at the back, and then the leg part is just a bit more relaxed and a bit more of a floaty kind of feel to it. Anyway, these trousers are really nice. They were £10, and because they don't have a button, I fit into a size 16 quite comfortably actually. In fact, because of this stretchy bit at the back, I am kind of wondering if I could have got away with a 14, but to be honest, once I've kind of been in the changing rooms and tried everything on, I am not going back in there. But yeah, I feel like these trousers are pretty much exactly what I was looking for. I think they'll work really well in like formal workwear type situations, but I also think I could probably wear them a bit more casually as well because they are quite loose. But yeah, I'm really into these and I'm really glad I picked them up. The next set of trousers I really like. They've got this really pretty grey pattern. I ended up getting these in a size 18 because even though there's quite a lot of excess fabric around the hips again, I did find that I couldn't get the size 16 to close around my waist. So if you're like me and most of your weight is in the middle and not around your hips, then you might have to size up in these. I still really like the look of them though, and I really like the pattern. The material's really nice as well. It feels like these would be quite warm when the weather gets a bit colder, but it's not so warm that like it's gonna get itchy or overly hot in the meantime. These were £13, which is a little bit more pricey than the other trousers, but still significantly cheaper than what you'd pay in other stores for the same design. And again, this is something that I feel like would really suit my personal style, but I could also wear to work events as well. I was really drawn to the coats in Primark and I was this close to picking one up. They had a really beautiful one in this kind of check pattern with black and red. I think that one was £30. That one, the only reason I didn't buy it was because there's a bit of red in the pattern and I already have a check red scarf that I wear all the time. So I felt like it would have been a bit much to wear that red scarf with this coat. They also had this design but in black, and that one was a bit more of a felt material. I absolutely loved that coat. I don't think I got a picture of it, but I really wanted to get that one. They just didn't have my size. A couple of other clothing things that I didn't buy while I'm here. There was a leopard top. This was £7. I really like leopard on other people. I'm not 100% sure if it looks right on me. There was also a really nice black skirt with buttons all the way down. That was really beautiful, but I don't wear skirts that are that short anymore. I definitely prefer a midi length now that I'm in my late 20s. And if they had one that was in that style but just a bit longer, I would have definitely picked that up. I really liked it. It's actually the same kind of black material kind of look as the work trousers that I picked up. I've got a few accessories and smaller things as well. The first one is this really beautiful handbag. I feel like this handbag is going to be really popular, so you're going to be seeing this on a lot of YouTube hauls. It's a kind of pretend grain leather in black with some gold detail, and they did have this in other colours. There was one in navy and I think there was one in a bright red shade as well. I've taken off the tag because I've actually been using this for a little while now, but I believe this was £7. As it's a little bit colder now, I also grabbed some tights. This is a set of 3 in 40 denier. This cost £3. Apparently they've got some kind of weather sensor, so it keeps you warm when it's cool and cool when it's warm. Don't really know how that's possible, but yeah, they looked okay. And yeah, just tights, not really a huge amount I can say about them. Also got some very basic grey trainer socks as well. How exciting. I think this was £2. And I also grabbed some gloves. Primark is definitely one of my favourite places to get gloves because they're really cheap there and I just lose them all the time. I don't think I've ever had the same pair of gloves year after year. I usually have to buy a new pair every time it starts getting a bit colder because I'll have lost the pair from the previous year. Let's move on to homeware now. I've actually been picking up quite a lot of homeware just over the last 6 weeks or so. But yeah, you might remember that I was doing a makeup organisation series a little while ago, and when I was doing that I would just nip back and forth to Primark sometimes to see what kind of storage options they had available, and I did pick up quite a few things that I really liked and that I'm currently using. So the first one is this jewellery tray. This was £7 and I got this from the Liverpool store. Did you know that the Liverpool store has 5 floors? I didn't. I'm going to be going back there when I'm with someone who isn't my boyfriend because he looked very, very bored while we were in there. So this is actually a tray for jewellery, but I use it to put in skincare products. I think the little compartments are really nice just to divide them up. I also picked up this cotton pad holder as well. This was either £2 or £2.50. The lady at the till actually asked me what it was for because I guess unless you specifically Google something to put your cotton pads in, you will never come across one of these things in your life. The next thing you'll have seen in my organisation videos already if you watched that series, but I got 2 black letter trays from Primark as well for £4.50 each. So I use these to store eyeshadow palettes. Since I bought them, they've actually got the rose gold ones back in stock again, which is really annoying because I would have picked those over the black if I'd seen them at the time, but oh well, who cares. But something that I didn't pick up but I took a picture of because I knew that you guys would be really interested is Primark have actually started doing a lot of acrylic makeup storage. So it's the kind of thing that I've seen before in Muji and on eBay, and the prices have always been a little bit high for what the products actually are. But in Primark, they're obviously a lot cheaper. So they've got some like lipstick holders, they've got some just standard makeup organisers for your desk, and they've also got a few drawers as well, which I really like the look of. Obviously I didn't need any, hence why I didn't pick any up, but yeah, I thought that anyone with a smaller makeup collection might be really interested in these. They are very pretty. I also got a few things from the beauty section as well. You guys know that I just cannot resist the Primark beauty section. There's always something in there that I want to pick up, and in this case there are actually quite a few things, don't judge me. But I think I'll start off with the things in the beauty section that I didn't pick up. So first of all, they have a lot of Disney stuff at the moment, and in particular the Alice in Wonderland collection is something I wanted to talk about. So my name is Alice. If you don't know, my dad says that I'm named after Alice in Wonderland. My mum says that I'm not, hence why I'm not really sure. But either way, I usually quite like Alice in Wonderland stuff. But yeah, the beauty selection that they had for the Alice in Wonderland collection just did not appeal to me. So there were these huge fake eyelashes for £2. They just looked really overly dramatic, and they had these ridiculous fake nails that I think were more inspired by the Queen. They also had a really pretty eyeshadow palette while I was there as well, called the Rose Quartz palette, and the colours looked absolutely stunning. It looked like it was really inspired by something that Huda Beauty would release actually, and it was definitely my kind of colour scheme, but it was £8, and I think when I saw that palette, I had just done a massive Makeup Revolution order. So like, I really didn't need another eyeshadow palette. If it had been a bit cheaper, I probably would have picked it up, but I just feel like for £8, you can go to Revolution and get a palette that has a mirror, and I really trust their palettes. I've got so many of them now that I really know what to expect with the formula, whereas the very few Primark eyeshadows I've tried in the past, I've just never really got on with. So on to the beauty junk that I actually did pick up. This won't surprise any of you, but I got another pack of their cleansing wipes. I usually get the sensitive ones, but they didn't have them in stock, so I grabbed the H2O micellar wipes. I don't actually use them on my face, I just use them to wipe down swatches on my arm, or to quickly clean excess product from my makeup brushes, or to wipe down my vanity table, stuff like that. But yeah, they're really handy, and I really get through these quite quickly, so I tend to get the cheapest ones I can find. Another beauty purchase that you'll have seen in previous hauls are their false nails. So I got the square ones again. I always get the square cut. They cost £1, and this is in the shade Berry Kiss, which is a really nice pretty plum colour. I haven't got any fake nails on today because frankly I couldn't be arsed. But yeah, these are really nice ones, and it's such a pain to paint your nails in these kind of darker shades because you have to do a base coat and a top coat, and so I thought getting some fake nails would just be a really easy way to get this look. So I found some Ardell natural lashes in 1110. These were reduced from £4 to £2. I didn't actually know they sold Ardell lashes in Primark, but I really like them. They're always really good quality. I usually get fake eyelashes in bulk from eBay, just generic unbranded ones, but Ardell ones are obviously considerably better. I've had a few others before, but not this specific design. They look really long, but they're not too intense, if that makes sense. So yeah, really looking forward to wearing those. And I also got some Primark own brand false eyelashes. I've heard, let's say, mixed reviews about Primark own brand false eyelashes, but they were only £1, so I thought I'd give them a try. These are the sort of design that I'll probably cut in half and just wear the outer half, but I'll give them a try. I also picked up this Take It Off nail polish remover pot. This was £2. I've bought these little things before and they're always really handy. I also grabbed some makeup brush cleaning spray for £2. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to deep cleaning my brushes, so hopefully this will just help my brushes to look a little bit more presentable in between washes. I also grabbed another angled brow brush. This was only £1. I've got one of these already. In fact, I mentioned it in my last favourites video. I actually really like a lot of the Primark makeup brushes. I don't think they get enough hype. I've had a few of them now and they always do the job really well and they wash well and they're good value, so yeah, definitely recommend those. I also grabbed another one of their fine tip eyeliner pens. This was £1.50 I think. But yeah, I love this eyeliner because it's got a really fine tip. This is probably one of the best eyeliners I've ever tried regardless of the price. I highly recommend this, and I picked up one from my mum as well and she loves it too. I found this weird eyebrow contraption. This is their 3-in-1 brow pencil and powder. So you've got the pencil at one end that you can twist up and down in your standard kind of teardrop triangle shape, and then if you twist this bit here, you've also got some powder. This is really useful to just fill in the bulk of your eyebrows, and it's even got a built-in spoolie as well. So yeah, I just thought this was really interesting. I think this was £3. I'm trying out a lot of different brow products at the moment. I can't seem to settle on one particular one, and I thought that this would be really good for travel. And yeah, I'm really curious to try it and see what I think. I got 2 of the Primark lip liners for £1 each. You guys know that I love the Primark lip liner. I talk about the one in dark pink quite a lot. I think they've changed the name of it now, but it's the dark pink one as the name would suggest. So I picked up 2 other colours that look very, very autumnal, and they're a bit warmer than what I've already got. So there's one in taupe, which actually isn't taupe at all. It's more of like a warm coloured nude, and I've also got Velvet Touch, which is like a brown toned red shade. I really love the Primark lip liners. They're so easy to apply, but they also feel quite nice on the lips as well. I don't often buy lip liners from the drugstore anymore because I know that Primark do really good ones for £1. And the last thing I picked up was a lipstick for 90p, and this is in the shade Red Velvet. This is a creamy brown shade with a little bit of warmth to it. I thought this would be absolutely beautiful in the colder months, and I think this would work really well with the lip liners that I got as well. And that is everything. I feel like that was a really long video, so well done if you've made it all the way to the end. I know there was quite a lot of stuff in this video, but that's because instead of like one big Primark trip, I've actually been doing several smaller trips just over the last few weeks. That wasn't intentional, that's just how my life has kind of panned out at the moment. But I hope my needless spending has helped you if you were thinking of picking anything up from Primark soon. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you like the footage of what I didn't buy in these videos as well. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more from me. I post 2 new videos every single week, except for last week because I was studying for my theory test, which I passed, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!